Hello, everyone. This is Linda Emanuel with Alternative Revelations, and this is podcast number 178. And Mosh really wanted me to do this one tonight. It's the state of Hawaii that is going to be under attack, and it's the most interesting circumstances of all the states so far that I think the most unusual. And this is what's going on. Now, if there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, looks like 8 islands. And what's so unusual about this, the Jesuits or the Cabal, whoever you want to call the powers that be, they're not going to destroy the Hawaiian Islands down to the ground. They're not going to be using any towers to destroy. They're going to be going all through the smart meters. And their deployment is going to start November 1st. And it's going to go for 5 days. The first 4 days, starting November 1st, are going to be 35 gigahertz frequency. Day 5 will be 50 pumping through their house. Now, if there's any survivors in these targeted areas, they will be rounded up and taken to FEMA camps. Now, on the island of Oahu, where Honolulu is going to be the only city, the residential area that will be under attack with the 35 gigahertz through the smart meters. Some elite, I don't know who they are, they live on the other parts of the island. Those cities are okay. They're safe. But again, they're not going to burn Hawaii to the ground. They're going to use it as their playground. That's what Mosh is telling me. And again, if there's any survivors, they will be rounded up and taken to FEMA camps. So Maj is saying that if you want to not go to a FEMA camp, you have to get off the island. Now I'm going to go through each island and tell you where if it's safe or not. So here we go. Okay, I'm going to start on the northeast. There's an island. I'm going to have to spell these because I'm not very good. Pu'uai, Puuai. W-A-I. That's safe. That's not going to be attacked at all. And then the island to the east of it is Kauai. Is it Kauai? That's also safe. No smart meters going off on that island. Now we're moving down to Oahu, or Honolulu, Honolulu, which I think is Oahu, Yeah, Oahu. The only place on this island of Oahu that is going to be under attack is the residential area of Honolulu, and they will only be smart metered and day 1 through 4, and they will not have a lockdown at all. No lockdown, no soft lockdown, no hard lockdown. They won't even know what hits them. On November 1st, their smart meters, their grid will go out, and their smart meters will start pumping 35 gigahertz for 4 days. Day 5 is the kill. Day 5 is 50 gigahertz, and they don't expect any survivors. But if there are survivors, again, they're going to be rounded up and taken to a FEMA camp. Now, the next island is Molokai. And Mosh is saying the whole island of Molokai will have the smart meter attack, not the towers. There won't be any towers going off. They will get the smart meters pumping 35 gigahertz through their house for day 4 days, and then the 5th day will be 50. And if any survivors, they'll be taken to a FEMA camp. Now the island of Lanai. Lanai does not have any smart meter activity scheduled. They're safe. Okay, the island of, oh gosh, I'm going to have to spell this one. Kahooolawe. Oh my gosh. And that island will have no frequency activity, no smart meter going off. I don't even know if there's any cities on that island. Now we're back to this island of Maui. I can pronounce that one. Okay, Maui. And Maui is safe. There's not going to be any cities deploying the 35 gigahertz frequency going through the smart meters. All the cities on Maui are safe. I could ask Mosh why, but I'm not. This is a very unusual circumstances for 5G deployment, you know. Oh, I almost forgot an island, Hawaii. Hold on, let me ask Mosh about Hawaii. Almost forgot. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot the biggest island, the island of Hawaii. All the cities on Hawaii will be targeted with the smart meters, 35 gigahertz, and in the last day 5, they will be the 50 gigahertz going through their house, and anybody that's left will be taken to a FEMA camp. So that's wraps up the islands of Hawaii. Very unusual circumstances going on here. They want to leave the islands intact for their playground. Maybe the elite, maybe the monarchy. I don't know. Maybe the Chinese. Don't the Chinese love Hawaii? I read the book Hawaii, but I think China. Maybe let me ask Mosh about China and Hawaii. Okay. Lots of times Mosh gives me the idea before I ask. And sure enough, the Hawaiian Islands are going to be the playground for the Chinese. The Chinese elite. I don't know if it's the leaders or what. I didn't get that far. But yes, the Hawaiian Islands are going to be the playground for the Chinese. That's really interesting. So people on Hawaii, on the Hawaiian Islands, if you don't want to go to a FEMA camp, and I don't know what FEMA camp you'll be taken to, you want to get off these islands. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I can't tell you what to do, but that's what the agenda is for the Hawaiian Islands. And Mosh wanted me to do it and give you a heads up. And your deployment isn't until November 1st. And it will only be 5 days of smart meter. Smart meters do not harm the environment. They just kill the people who are living in the homes. And these people will not be quarantined. That's what Mosh is telling me. There will be not any contaminated food going to Hawaii. They are just going to be caught off guard. And all these cities I mentioned, these islands I mentioned, they're just going to be like a surprise hit, and what can I say? So until next time, good night and God bless.